Hello! Welcome back to my channel, guys, and welcome to some Rimworld. This is a game that I am super excited about. I've been watching a lot of videos about it on YouTube. A lot of different people, actually. Quill18, Phoenix, Iron Voss, a bunch of other people, and I absolutely love this game. I went ahead and I went and bought it on Tuesday, I want to say that was the 27th of January, and I've probably put 120 hours into it already. I've been playing it a lot. I've been streaming it on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Alyfoxlp. I'll make sure to include that in my video description. Excuse me. But I thought I thought I would do a YouTube version as well. Now, as people who have been following my channel know, I'm a big fan of modding. So yes, this game does have some mods in it. It has quite a few mods, actually. I may do a second concurrent series that's more vanilla, but I haven't decided on that yet. Let's take a look at the mods, though. First and most importantly, EDB interface. Even if I play a quote-unquote vanilla game, I will be using EDB interface. So good. I hope that the EDB interface stuff is put into the vanilla game because I just think it's that useful. Other mods that I played around with: Space Meals. This changes the packaged survival meals so that they are lower quality, making them less likely to be eaten. Winter is Here tweaks parkas and other winter stuff and adds things like there's a lantern, various kits for things so that you don't need power to run them, so on. Advanced lamps adds a bunch of cool indoor and outdoor lamps. You know what, I don't think I really need to go over each and every one of these. Let's just see that I'm using a lot of mods here. Mods that I've got downloaded but not using. Less Incident Trolling. I kind of like this mod, but I find it plays funny with other mods. Specifically textures with them. I have problems with textures when this is installed. Mechanical Defense 2 adds some cool robots, but I haven't really gotten around to playing with it yet. And more beds. I like the idea of beds needing cloth to be made, but I don't like how they're all the same color and they don't change. They don't recolor when you set them to medical or prisoner beds, which is mentioned right here. That's the only reason why I'm not using this mod. If that gets fixed, then I will certainly use it. Let's jump into a game. I have pre-generated a world. It is, well, you'll see in a second. I'm going to play Cassandra Classic on challenge mode. That's pretty normal for most people. I considered Randy Random. I've played a game on that, and it was okay. It wasn't great, wasn't bad, but Cassandra Classic is the classic. So I'm going to go Cassandra Classic on challenge mode. Canopus 5 is the planet that I've created. The random seed is fairly random, but at the end I threw in the name of a friend of mine from the spawn.net, and came up with a pretty cool looking world. A lot of deserts, sections of temperate forest, a bunch of ice, including a huge polar cap, some scrublands, and even a little bit of jungle. I haven't decided entirely where I want to play yet, except for the fact that I want to play in a mountain area. I have not played on a mountain map yet. Large and small hills, yes. Flat, yes. But mountain, no. So I'm going to make that part of the theme of this series is playing in a mountain range. It's just a matter of, do I want year-round crops? Do I want limited crops? These year-round areas, they tend to be really hot, like an average July temperature of 38 degrees. So while you're not having to deal with cold weather all the time and limited growing seasons like you do up here, you do have to worry about, general heat stroke. And if a heat wave happens, it's going to be like 60-70 degrees Celsius. Also, the limited rainfall makes things like dry thunderstorms and boom rats and Molotov cocktails way more dangerous, way more difficult to control. So there are some different challenges from playing when playing in a desert area as opposed to playing in a northern area. Alternately, oh, over here is where I was trying to look. Alternately, I could try playing in a jungle. I haven't played in a jungle yet. I've read that there's a higher chance of catching diseases in jungles, and then of course there's nifty monsters like cobras and monkeys and such. I have played in scrublands. I don't mind scrublands at all. But actually, there isn't really any but. Actually, I guess the but is that I really don't like having to deal with using cactus as my wood. I mean, I try eventually to go to all stone anyways, but having wood early to make beds, basic defenses, and not just not having a lot of wood is a challenge in and of itself. However, I will eventually be digging into the mountains, so that won't be as big of a challenge as it might seem. Just kind of an early challenge. Ooh, what's this? That is the Anti-Love Rig, a pirate band. That is kind of an interesting name for a pirate band. What's the elevation there? 4.7 kilometers? Wow. Average July temperature is 0 degrees. Yeah. Oh, what's this? This is a tropical rainforest that's flat. Interesting. Alright, you know what? I'm kind of eyeing this mountain right here. I get 50 millimeters of rainfall per month. Granite and sandstone are two very solid stone types. It doesn't get as hot as I imagined it would, but it does still get pretty warm. Year-round growing period, so I don't need to have huge farms, which is okay. And that is in a boreal forest, right? Temperate forest. Alright, maybe let's check out a scrubland instead. Granite and sandstone still, more rainfall, shrubland. It does get pretty hot. You know, I think this is where I'm going to go here. So I'm going to select this spot, see how I do. Year-round growing period means I won't have to have as big of farms, but it will mean I will have to deal with a lot of heat. And being a shrubland, I'm not going to have a lot of wood to work with. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm going to make sure I select the right size of map, 250. I don't care what month I start in. Actually, let's start in January, right at the beginning of the year. Now, I am going to use Prepare Carefully. I know some people don't like Prepare Carefully, but I'm one of those that do like it, so I am going to use it. Once I've chosen all of my people and the stuff that they start with, I am going to have to briefly put a cut in, because for some reason this game will crash if you try loading a new map while, or even an old map I think, while recording or streaming, as I found out. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a quick little cut in here while I decide on my people, and then I'll go through them afterwards. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I've gone ahead and I've made up my 3 initial colonists and picked some basic equipment for them. I'll just take a moment to introduce you to them here before I move on. We have India Kennedy, also known as India, 26-year-old woman. She was a military child at birth, but ended up a castaway somewhere. I'm kind of figuring that she got off of the planet she was a castaway on, and then ended up being a castaway on this new planet. She's an optimist with a green thumb. There's also a slowpoke, and I made sure that, you know, her skills are fairly I wouldn't say fairly decent, but, you know, a few above average, a few below average, nothing super special. I did make sure she has a 6 cooking so that she can do fine meals, 6 medicines so that she's not useless at it, and I gave her this wavy kind of reddish hair. Next up is Misaki Becker, also known as Becker, 27-year-old woman. She was a gun kid growing up and became a sergeant. It is due to this becoming a sergeant over time that she is fairly abrasive, but she is iron-willed and has a bloodlust for battle. I gave her a black scorpion tail hairdo. She's fairly decent at shooting with a passion for it, good medical. I'm trying to give everybody a decent medical this time around. And then, you know, mostly below average in other skills with a few okay ones. Some construction, melee, social, that sort of thing. Last but not least, we have Sarah Blair, also known as Blair. She has this pretty green senorita hairstyle. She was a VR addict growing up and became an energy researcher. She's on the ship that crashed because she was fleeing her former planet after the lab blew up and destroyed most of the city. She's neurotic, but industrious and a bit of an optimist. She's the only person here who is incapable of anything. She's very bad at socializing, and the fire from her lab has made her afraid of fire, or the explosion at her lab made her afraid of fire. She's supremely good at researching, pretty decent at medical, and, you know, not too bad at a few other things. Shooting is okay, crafting is okay. Now for gear, you know, the usual steel, silver, wood, medicine, packaged survival meals. I'm not carrying a melee weapon, but I do have the Lee Enfield. I'm using the, what is it called? Armory Plus, I think, mod. So the standard pistol, I think, is the Glock 19, because that's what it started me with. I have some meat and vegetable filled cans. This is stuff that won't go bad. And one meat filled can, one veggie filled can can combine together to make one fine meal. And I have included some clothing. The last few games that I've started, my characters have not started with clothing for some reason. So this way they won't end up naked if they happen to have no clothing. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and put another brief cut in here while I switch over to the new map. I'll be right back. And we're back. The three of you awaken in your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sounds of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld, Canopus 5. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start to make plans to survive. I have the game set to automatically pause when I start a new map, or when I load a save game. This gives me the opportunity to take a quick look around before I start anything. So let's zoom out. There's a lot of mountain here. Got some muffalos, nice. I got a big area with, 6 of these ancient crypt things. Ancient crypto-sleep caskets. Oh, we've got a nice little hill with geyser, another geyser there. Oh, we got some mules up here. I'm going to go ahead and unforbid those. And some iron from the looks of it. Unforbid that, and silver. Unlike a lot of people, I will actually unforbid and pick up all this stuff early. It's a nice little boost to your basic beginning supplies. I don't know why most people don't. Oh, we got some more muffalo down here. Silver, steel, meals. Alright. Anything up here that I missed? And just some steel. And it looks like a good chunk of the east side of the map is mountainous. I'm going to guess that I'm going to find a lot of little valleys or caverns in here. I guess they're not really caverns because they're open to the air, but they kind of feel like caverns. And my landing spot is going to be right here. I'm thinking I'm just going to stay in this spot here. Close off this side, right there. Maybe close off a little bit here and just start in here, and I'll probably dig into both of these mountains at some point. I'm gonna have my initial sleeping area right here. Would be perfect. I think this is a good start, actually. And it looks like there's only really a couple of ways that people can come at me from, so that'll make surviving hopefully a little bit easier. I've had some fantastic base failures lately, so hopefully this will be a way to stop that. Oh, there's a geyser right there. Maybe I'll just close off here instead. That way I've got this geothermal really early. Sounds like a good plan. Okay, zoom in a little bit and land. Come down right there. Yep, there you came in naked. Okay, so everybody's gonna start getting dressed here. Blair, put on these pants. Becker, put on these pants. India, pants. Okay, pants are good. T-shirt. T-shirt. And then I also gave them cowboy hats because it's going to get hot, and this will help at least a little bit. Meanwhile, unforbid the medicine and the food. Okay, and after they put on their hats, I'll assign weapons. Now, who was my main fighter? I think that was Becker, wasn't it? Yes, Becker, you get the M3 Lee. And let's see, we got a 6 and a 6, but I kind of want to avoid my medic from getting into combat. So India, you get the Glock. And while they're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and claim that and throw a door in. Just a wooden door. Set up some food stockpiles. Clear all. This is going to be specifically for packaged survival meals and medicine. And I guess Glitter World medicine if some happens to fall in the first month or so of the game. Okay, speed it up to speed 2. And let's get started here. And there's now a... This whole thing is in a overhead mount. Alright, that's good. I'm just going to let them gather supplies for a little bit here. Some of them might take a while to get, but I'm not really in too much of a rush. In fact, I think I'm going to speed it up to speed 3 just in the short term while I have them pick up the, you know, these various meal packs. Because there's some way over here, wasn't there? Yeah, some way over there. That'll give them time to pick them all up. The early source of food will be helpful. And there's actually more trees on here than I thought there would be too. Are they going fetch? I think they are. Where is their walking line? Oh, that's because I picked the wrong thing. Becker, there you go. They are going up to get these meals. Good. How many are there? There's not that many. Alright, while they're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and set up a few other areas. Actually, what is this? There's not a lot of space there. Or, for some reason, all these aren't being condensed into smaller areas. I can fix that with another separate stockpile, though. There we go. Medicine and packaged survival meals. Nope, sorry, didn't mean to forbid them. I want to delete that stockpile. There we go. A little bit better. 10, 10, 10, and whatever. New stockpile. This will be for their canned stuff. There we go. Storage. Raw food. Meat filled cans and there you go. I guess I don't really need a big stockpile for that. In fact, I'm going to go and make it smaller. Now, where'd the other one? Oh, there it is. And then let's get some tree chopping going because I am going to need more wood. got a lot of these chunks to move out of the way as well. Where do I want to throw down the chunks? Maybe right here. Chunks, there we go. Go ahead and get started on that stuff, please, and thank you. Oh, I've got to set up the overview. Alright, everybody's going to firefight at 1, 6, 6, 8. So these guys will be 2 and 1. Always 1 on patience. 3, 6. My number 1 warden. I think I can put everybody at 2 for cooking. No. Blair will be at 4 for cooking. Let's see. 4.5, 8.5, 4. I only want 1 person hunting right now. Everybody can do construction, at least to some ability. I'll put Blair at 3 on that. And actually I'll put India at 1. Growing 1. Actually 2. 3. 3. There's the only one I want researching. Yes. Alright, that should get them cutting wood. And I think I'll throw my wood stockpile down over here. And it's raining. Nice. Steel stockpile right here. Now they are going to roam far and wide for the steel. Oh, I got to put down a resting spot for them too. I think I'm just going to go straight up, right to wooden beds. As soon as they want to build those, they can go ahead and build them and go to sleep. Since I believe everybody is set to building. Get rid of these cactuses. It's a good thing you don't take damage when you walk into cactuses in this game. That would be pretty irritating. I mean, the game is hard enough. Now, this would be the perfect entrance. Actually, I think I will just leave that as the entrance. Nope, sorry, didn't mean to put that there. I guess I might as well cut down these as well. Try and keep things as clear as possible. And then up here, I will probably just seal off completely. I can always open it up later if I need to. But this means anybody that lands in here or comes from this side, they're just basically going to be stuck there until they go home. Or until, I guess, they dig their way through my walls. Inventor from town at the mountain is visiting the colony. I'm not interested. Well, let's, no, we'll just let those grow. So since I'm so close to a steam geyser, I think that getting research up right away is going to be pretty important. However, I do need to have some basic power for cooling at the very least. So I'm going to throw down a wind turbine, say right here. And we have a heat wave, so getting that cooling going is going to be even more important now. I'm going to put a place for some batteries. So let's mine this first. And then put the batteries in here, right off the off the main building. These I think I'm going to do conduit walls. Battery, wall, air conditioner. I'm going to go with the air conditioner here. There we go. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to put 3 batteries in here with space to walk in, and just conduit here should be sufficient. Then I can deconstruct that wall and throw in the cooler. Oh, this is a visitor, right? Oh, got the walls up nicely. That's quick. Zoom back in and throw down these 2 batteries. 3 batteries. Uh-oh. Local boar. Where is it? Way over there. It's going to take a while to get here. Okay, so Becker... You know what? With it being 49 degrees out, I kind of don't want to... Oh, Blair's over here being attacked. Dang it. She doesn't have a weapon either. Draft. Run home. Figures it would happen to my person without a weapon over here. Now, fortunately, the board doesn't outrun me. And I do think that means I'm going to have Becker. I'm going to put you, say, right there. It should be in range in India. I'm going to put you right there. Come on, Blair, you can do it. Run home. Run home. Oh, it does outrun me, actually. Very slightly. What's her health like? Just some scratches, okay. Alright, you know what? I don't think... Okay, you can fire. Becker, I want you to come over here and melee it. Alright, maybe you can't melee it. Maybe you can't fire at it. The whole thing where melee attacks interrupt ranged attacks is annoying. Okay, Becker on draft. India, kill the wild boar. Beautiful. And undraft. Blair, undraft. It's gonna be hot in here, unfortunately. That squirrel attack came in or not squirrel, that boar attack came at a very bad time. Something blocking this? Oh yeah, the tree is. Cut that down. Wow, all 3 of them have taken wounds. Let's see. Torn off right index finger. Blood loss and a bunch of scratches. Blood loss and a bunch of scratches. So I think Becker, manipulation weakened, is only at 90%. That's fine. I think I'm going to have to wake you up, Becker. Let's get you working here because the other 2 need to rest. So throw that in and get you to work on it. Prioritize that. Okay, good. It occurs to me I should probably replace this wall. No, I guess not. Power, conduits. There we go, that'll work. I'm not even going to bother with that yet. I have no real way to make a refrigerator at this moment. However, I will soon have a cool bedroom. Beautiful. Let's cool this down to 15 degrees. And let's actually put in a cook stove right here. That way I can start cooking up some fine meals with the canned goods. Let us name this planet... Well, we got attacked by a boar. So let's call this, Bacon Mountain. No, that's goofy. Let's name this... I wish I had a random name generator right now. Boarville. We'll name it after the boar that we killed and name it Boarville. No, I don't like that either. Let's name it... I'm no good at names. Let's name it Stoneville. Sure. Stoneville it is. And my people are off gathering materials of some sort. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build another bed. Make that a bed to rest in. A medical bed. Here we go. Cook fine meal. And do until you have 5. There we go. Uh-oh. India has developed an infection and another heat wave. Wow, as if it wasn't already hot enough. Where is everybody? Okay. Make that a medical bed, and India, I want you to go and rest immediately. Prioritize receiving treatment. And I think I have everybody set as a doctor, don't I? Just about. Blair's my main doctor. And now she has 2 infections. Great. Blair, drop that off and prioritize healing. Good. Good, good. No. Prioritize healing. Poor quality. Good quality. Come on. That's it. You're only going to heal her twice. Feed her another meal. No, another poor quality. Alright, well, let's take a look at India's... Where'd you go? There you are. Why are you not healing? I want you resting. Oh, you're not considered to be... What? Alright, let's turn this into a medical bed and rest until fully healed. Becker, you're not that hurt. Come on. You only lost a finger. Pretty sure Blair is more hurt than you are. Oh, no, Blair is no longer hurt either. So it's just India. So let's set that as a non-medical bed. Are these slowly filling up? No, these are exactly gathering 0. Really? That's 750. How much is this? This is using 300. This is using 350. Or not 300, 200. So that is 550. So these should be gaining power. Maybe they only gain a point of power once this is filled up. India, how is your health? Major infection in your torso and in your arm. Please don't die. I don't need that. Okay, not character. Production. Let's make a wooden workbench. Make it right there, I guess. And India, you still have a major infection. We got lots of medicine at least. We got 17. And the first thing I'm going to go ahead and research is going to be geothermal power. Since, you know, uh-oh. No! Please don't die. Blair, can you heal her? No, she's not considered injured. Urgh. That's the really annoying thing about infections, is that for some reason it's not considered an injury. What is that? Propellant? Oh, I don't need propellant yet. Maybe someday in the future. I'll just leave it there for now. Yeah, I can't prioritize healing her because she's not quote-unquote injured, even though she has an extreme infection. Okay, Becker, I need you to do something for me, but what? I'm going to get you to start hauling these chunks, I think. Where did I put that? There it is. All those. Let's get rid of all the chunks. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be room for all the chunks. But the more we can get rid of, the better, because then I can start doing other stuff. Well, I guess you could throw one away. Developed immunity. Okay, well, I guess that's fine then. If she's developed an immunity, it means she should no longer be in danger. And I think on that note, I'm going to go ahead and put in a cut here. I will see you all later. Appreciate you stopping by to watch my first Rimworld YouTube Let's Play. If you liked the video, go ahead and like it. Hit the little like button there. That'll help me out quite a bit. I appreciate your watching, which I think I already said. Take care.